Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Dowaq and DeMuslim here on Secret Valley. For those of you guys who don't know, this is a Warcraft 3 game, not a StarCraft 2 game. And it's going to take me a little bit of time to get readjusted to the controls as the mouse scroll is inverted. So it's going to give me a little bit of time as I get readjusted. We have DeMuslim spawning over here on the top right hand corner of Secret Valley as the teal human player, quickly getting the barracks, altar of kings, and the farm in position right now. Meanwhile, all over here on the other side of the map, we have Dowaq as the blue Undead player, now getting that crypt, that ziggurat, and that altar of darkness. So looking to be getting for a ghoul build. So it's going to be probably Death Knight and ghouls versus an archmage and footman right now. A little bit interesting, a little bit curious how this is all going to really work out. For all of you guys who have been asking and asking and asking for a Warcraft 3 replay, here it is. Obviously, I don't know the results, so it should be fairly interesting. Right now we have Dowaq going ahead and scouting with that early Acolyte, going to head off to that north-hand side and figure out what the Muslim strategy is going to be at this point. The Muslim still, let's see what the hero is going to be. It is going to be a Mountain King. So Mountain King coming in from the Muslim instead of that typical Archmage. So we'll see how this is really going to work out. It looks to be that he's still going to try to do some militia creeping. Well, I'm not 100% sure at this point. He could try to also do a fast expansion, producing a lot of peasants at this point, and getting that secondary footman now. Right now, that footman now heading out to that south hand side and just move down right now, continuing to move out, and we have an Acolyte now moving in. So Acolyte now going to be moving in as well. So what? Sorry, it's just this mouse inversion is going to take me a little bit of time to get used to. I just switched the mouse inversion on my StarCraft 2 as well, so it will take me some time, but hey, everything should be fine. Right now, that footman running off to that south-hand side, going to do some scouting, perhaps try to figure out what the strategies are going to be, if he has to deal with fiends or deal with ghouls. Right now, the Death Knight should be coming out in just a little bit, and now we have 5 ghouls currently in there, and now that footman going straight for one of those Acolytes, that Acolyte taking a couple hits, now getting forced off of that gold mine in that position right now. Footman still trying to run around from those ghouls trying to chase, and now Footman able to escape back out. No, trying to come back in. Meanwhile, we have that Mountain King now trying to do some militia creeping mission. Mountain King should get to almost level 2, going to pick up that Tome of Agility and a Gloves of Haste. So if he does tech bash, he will be able to bash even more right now. Acolyte now moving back out over here to probably that natural expansion, and perhaps we'll set up an Acropolis. Actually, that's a pretty bold move to say that the Undead would try to be doing a fast expansion right now. Mountain King, on the other hand, still trying to creep, gonna take down this Null Brute without any issue. Ghouls now moving out, and now a Death Knight now moving off to that north-hand side. I think that Death Knight was able to get a kill off, on a footman, so one footman taken down, and now we have a large number of ghouls heading off, and we may have, in fact, have a fast expansion attempt from Dowaq. So Dowaq may be trying to fast expand here with that additional Acolyte. We'll see how this really works out, as I don't think the Muslim is really quite ready for this. The Muslim probably going to set up a fast expansion of his own, has a lot of peasants, but no, going to be heading off to that south hand side and trying to head down and try to take down this fountain over here. Going to be a little bit surprised if he's able to really take this down without taking too much damage. That Mountain King, Orc players can generally do this since it's a percentage heal from that secret fountain, and grunts have a lot higher hit points, so they are able to heal much more quickly. Mountain King taking the majority of that damage right now. Circle of Nobility dropped, most likely going to pick that up. Yeah, picking that up right now, and we do have a fast expansion attempt from Dowaq. So Dowaq with the fast expansion attempt, getting that Necropolis and haunting that gold mine. Wow, Undead fast expansion, haven't seen that in quite some time. We'll see how it really works out for him. The Muslim, on the other hand, continuing the fight, able to take down that last Null Warden, going to try to take down this Null Brute. Mountain King will not get to level 3. We'll get awfully close though. And now we have some ghouls now going to be coming in. Ghouls trying to come in. We have a single Arcane Tower out in that front hand position. Militia now trying to come back. Some of those peasants going to get taken down. 2 peasants quickly taken down right now as that Mountain King runs across and finds that Death Knight. Staff of Teleportation on that Death Knight. So Death Knight will be able to teleport around the map a little bit more. The Muslim coming in with 6 militia, going to try to creep out this position right here. Death Knight, on the other hand, quickly finds that the fountain over here has been crept a little bit. Now that Death Knight now trying to come in. Let's see, are we going to have, kill steal. Very nice kill steal. Denying level 3 on that Mountain King. Mountain King desperately wants to get that, and now gets to level 3 right here, and we'll be able to get some bolts off on some ghouls. Yeah, bolt, down goes one ghoul, waiting for that additional bolt and that cooldown right there. Level 3 on the Death Knight as well, so Both sides taking a lot of forces, a lot of damage right now. Bolt again on another ghoul. Ghoul get taken down, and now here comes the fighting even more. We have some skeletal warriors trying to fight back. Peasants desperately trying to do their best to fight back against those skeletal minions. And then, yeah, going to be taken down. We have a single peasant, 26 hit points. Down it goes. Dowaq with 2 skeletal minions. I'm going to just fall right there. Mountain King sitting at level 3. 1,000 hit points, Circlet of Nobility, Gloves of Haste, and now getting that Town Hall in position right now. So while Dowaq, I'm also getting some additional Ziggurats in this position, so those Ziggurats will be able to set up more probably cold towers in order to protect this natural expansion right now. Meanwhile, we have the Death Knight now moving back over here to that north-hand side, and Death Knight sitting on 700 hit points almost, and now going to be running in. Mountain King standing close by, going to get a bolt off on that ghoul. No bolt on that ghoul. A little bit surprised by that. Has plenty of mana, no bolt on that ghoul. So really trying to fight it back right now. Here comes a ghoul. Down it goes from that 225 hit point bolt. Death Knight now moving back to that north hand side, and South now sitting on a single still sitting at Town Hall right now. And we have the Death Knight now coming in. Death Knight now going to take some arcane damage. Nice Death Coil to try to take down a single peasant right now. More militia heading back to that south hand side, and now we have a guard tower being built on the backside of that base. A couple low hit point ghouls running back away over here, so those ghouls currently in position. And now we have the Death Knight trying to take down this arcane tower. Arcane tower doing a lot of feedback damage to that Death Knight. Death Knight now pretty much out of mana at this point. Mountain King, on the other hand, sitting in this position, not really moving anywhere, and now we have this expansion naturally set up. So DeMuslim is probably thinking that he's in pretty good position at this point, as the Muslim probably thinks he's in good position, as he doesn't realize that there's a fast expansion. And in fact, Dowaq has mined more from this gold mine. 9,000 gold left in this gold mine compared to 9,800. So an 800 gold difference between the two armies right now. Halls of the Dead currently being upgraded as well, and also getting an additional crypt. Additional crypt usually means that he's going to be going gargoyle, so we may have a gargoyle strategy coming from Dowaq, and that would be a definite surprise right there. Now skeletal minion coming in, and oh, nice surround on the Death Knight. Oh my gosh, beautifully done, using those peasants in order to try to build that farm right now. More peasants coming in to build that farm. Guard towers surrounding that Death Knight. Skeletal minions trying to take this down, and this is just hilarious right now. He does have a Staff of Teleportation, and he is not using it right now. Just gonna build that farm completely. Is more peasants gonna be queued up, and that Staff of Teleportation finally being used by Dowaq. Dowaq trying to teleport back over here as that Mountain King is trying to take down the Spirit Tower. Spirit Tower down to 340 hit points as those ghouls and those footmen trying to continue to fight right now. More acolytes taking some more damage, and now we have a scroll teleportal being used, and now teleporting out. Single footman being left behind, out of range. But wow, what a great and brilliant plays by both players right there. Do we have triple racks? No, we don't have triple racks. We have we have double crypts, and no, we have triple crypts. So triple crypts coming in from Dowaq. Not quite sure what the strategy is going to be. Yeah, and in fact going to be gargoyles right now. Those ghouls need to start harvesting a lot of lumber in order to incorporate this gargoyle strategy. Footmen now trying to heal as this Drake is just up in the air dealing damage towards those footmen. And now here comes that Death Knight. Death Knight gets a death coil off on that footman. Footman getting taken down, and now Footman and Mountain King just running around that map just a little bit more right now. Death Knight, on the other hand, has to be careful, as that Mountain King with such a strong bolt will be able to stun that Death Knight for 3 seconds and possibly get a surround. He does have a Staff of Teleportation and a Scroll of Town Portal, so he is fairly safe from any bolting right now. And now we have a couple gargoyles in the air, and quickly DeMuslim, seeing those gargoyles, decides to push back out. So I think he caught sight of those gargoyles. We'll see if he starts building blacksmith. Oh, he's already building a blacksmith right now, so that blacksmith most likely going to be used in order to get some riflemen. Right now we have that Mountain King still sitting at level 3, and we're still sitting at tier 1, upgrading the keep right now. Also we have the Lich. The Lich is out buying the Staff of Teleportation and now teleporting to that north hand side. No, not teleporting to the north hand side. Ghoul is now trying to, Gargoyle is now trying to fight back, and we have defend research by those footmen, so those footmen will be able to deal more damage. Nice Frost Nova, and now bolt on that low hit point Ghoul. Down goes a Ghoul, down goes a footman, continuing to fight right now. Things are not going to be looking good. Low hit point footman able to escape at 59 hit points, now trying to continue to chase, and Lich down to 64 mana, so not enough mana right now, and more Gargoyles up in the air. Gargoyles continuing to try to chase right now, and now we just have a single Mountain King and 2 footmen not going to be able to really push into any of these particular positions, as we have towers in place at both locations right now. We still have, what, 4 guard towers sitting over here at the Muslims' natural expansion, and now here we have, what, double barracks coming in, and now those gargoyles trying to take down that guard tower down to 400 hit points, getting repaired by a lot of peasants right now, getting repaired by 4 peasants, and now those gargoyles once again trying to push back out, not able to really take down enough of those peasants. Riflemen now joining in on the army, and down, well, very nice late hail on that one low hit point gargoyle. Stay tuned for part 2 of this 2-part replay between DeMuslim and Dowaq here on Secret Valley.